Lou Maresca online, part of Live at the Fillmore, the definitive tribute to the Allman Brothers Band. Thank you for being an early riser this morning and joining us.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Now, tell me about this Live at the Fillmore. I know it's a tribute to the Allman Brothers Band.
Yeah, we are considered the world's greatest tribute to the Allman Brothers Band.
And now, in all the world of, I guess, cover bands, right? What made you choose the Allman Brothers?
I'm a huge fan of theirs. I saw the band in its original state in 70 and 71. Many times in the New Jersey, New York area. Shows at the Capitol Theater, the Central Theater in Passaic. Saw them at the Schaefer's concert series in Central Park. Was at the Fillmore East when the album was recorded. Was there the last public show at Fillmore East, Saturday in June. And I was just hooked from the very first. I had never heard a band sound like that. They just they resonated for me.
Have you ever gotten a chance to meet any of the Allman Brothers?
Yeah, I met all the members of the original band and a number of members of later incarnations of the band and offshoots of the Allman Brothers Band. Became friends with, and am still friends with some of them.
It's been a rough year for members of the Allman Brothers and the families. We lost Greg. We lost Butch Trucks.
Well, but of any of the original members, I was probably closest to Butch, and I actually chatted with him the day before he died, and it was a real shock to me when that happened.
Well, and everybody, if they don't know, Butch took his own life tragically.
That especially was a shock. I had no idea. He didn't seem at all like somebody that was in that frame of mind. But you just never know what when somebody else is thinking and feeling at any given moment.
And obviously we lost Greg not too long after that.
Yeah, it's I guess about 4 weeks ago.
Does that put a damper on your show at all? I mean, playing in their memory?
I don't know if it does for the audience at all. There are occasions when we may play a song and I'll get a little pang of sadness thinking about the situations and the circumstances, but I don't think it dampens the experience for the audience. It never appears to. We'll put it that way. The audience response is always extremely over the top, upbeat. I don't see any sense of any of that kind of emotion in the crowd. Well,
and I guess the word tribute band is perfect. You're playing in tribute to these guys.
Yeah. That means different things to different people. I often am asked, what do you think makes a tribute band versus, let's say, a cover band? Mm-hmm. And for me, the word is authenticity. I don't think that as a tribute band, and this is my opinion. Other people have theirs, but I've gotten a lot of reinforcement on my idea of it from other people, audiences of ours at Live at the Fillmore, mm-hmm. other tribute band audiences. They want to hear a tribute band perform the music, and they want to imagine that band being the original. They want to hear it sound like the original band. I think it's great for somebody to reinterpret a song. The Allman Brothers did that. They reinterpreted other people's music, as other people have. But the moment you hear it, you know that it's the Allman Brothers playing it. You know it's Miles Davis playing Time After Time and not the Hooters from Philadelphia.
Okay. When you met those guys, did they give you any tips on how to make it more authentic, more like the Allman Brothers themselves, or is it
No, we just told jokes back and forth.
I actually had the opportunity to meet Greg once, and it was very, very young, and I'll admit that I didn't even know who he was. I was still an intern at my very first radio station, mm-hmm. and we were backstage down at the PNC Art Center. I guess it was a PNC Bank Art Center down in Homedale.
Was it called PNC back then?
It wasn't PNC then.
Yeah, it was a different name when they
Garden State Art Center.
Garden State Art Center.
Yeah, it was Garden State Art Center, and Greg was back there, and our local jock at the time was going on stage to introduce him, and I was standing there right next to, at the time, I didn't know it was Greg Allman. Uh-huh. And he's lighting a doobie, and we're chatting back and forth, and I'm thinking, loving this backstage experience. And the DJ goes on stage, he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, the Allman Brothers Band." And Greg goes, "Oops, that's my cue, I gotta go." And jumped right on stage, jumped right behind the keyboard, and I said, "Oh my God, that was Greg Allman."
Yeah. I was with Greg's oldest son a few weeks ago, Michael. I saw him about a week after his dad passed, and I saw him a few weeks before that. Actually, we've played together on occasion. If he's in the area where I live, or we're in the same place at the same time, he has asked if I just, come over and do a couple of songs with his band. He's got his own band that he's out performing with.
Oh, that's wild. So you're going to be coming up to the Newton Theater day after tomorrow. About how long do you guys get on stage for? Is it a full-on show? I mean, how far back do you go?
We cover the discography from the first album through Brothers and Sisters. We try to keep it to the songs that the original members of the band performed on.
Okay.
And not go much beyond the period that included Duane Allman, Dickie Betts, and Barry Oakley.
Okay. Sounds good. We're looking forward to seeing you.
Likewise. Yeah, I mean, I'm a native of New Jersey, so I'm sure I'm going to see a lot of friends and family at the show, and looking forward to it.
What town?
I grew up in Nutley.
Oh, no way. You're an Essex County boy just like me.
Yeah, where'd you grow up?
Caldwell.
Oh, okay.
We love the girls from Nutley.
We love the girls from Caldwell. I dated a girl from Caldwell for a couple of years.
All right, well, let's not mention any names because they might be listening.
No. I could because she's a great girl, great family now, has a couple of kids, and very sweet girl.
Cool. Well, I appreciate you bringing the music back here to us and keeping the memory of Greg and the Allman Brothers alive, and we're looking forward to seeing you, man. Best of luck with everything. Your website. Tell me your website.
The website is live at thefillmoreband.com.
Okay, and I'm looking at you on Facebook here. It's live at the Fillmore, the definitive and the original Allman Brothers tribute.
Yeah, definitive tribute to the original Allman Brothers band. We kind of have switched over. We did a show from the Whiskey A Go-Go in West Hollywood, California in March for Access Television's World's Greatest Tribute Bands. So, since that show, we've been adding that tag rather than the definitive tribute to the original Allman Brothers band. But they both work equally well, I think, because, we do really try to stick to the music of the original members of the band.
Well, good deal. Thank you, man, for checking in. I appreciate it. Lou Maresca, we'll see you Saturday night at the Newton Theater.
All righty, bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.